Hey, one of the greatest things about playing golf is hitting a nice long drive. Well, get ready because Paul and I are about to share with you 3 things that I guarantee are going to help you hit a nice high draw with your driver. I'm PGA teaching professional Todd Kolb, Director of Instruction for US Golf TV and the Sanford Power Golf Academy. And today I'm here with my good friend Paul. We've been talking about Vegas, we're talking about golf. It is hot and we are rolling today. But right now, we're going to talk, Paul, about the driver. And you've got some great information that can help our people here hit their driver better. Let's talk a little bit about that. So this concept that they've been talking about and the results that we've seen here early on, I mean, we had this one guy, I mean, he was hitting it well over 20 yards further. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. I mean, it's not a what's the word?
Like a gimmick.
Yeah, it's not a gimmick. Thank you. It's really producing results. So
absolutely.
What do you think about, I'm really fascinated by this whole like kind of comboing the ball and the tee and the driver. What are your thoughts on that? I've never seen that.
Yeah, definitely all of the components put together would obviously give you more power. Like so many people are out there playing the wrong golf ball.
Yeah.
I get so many students coming to me asking me, what ball should I play? What ball should I play? Well, you got to play kind of a softer ball if you're not swinging that fast. You don't need to be playing like a super hard golf ball. You're not going to compress it on the face, so you're probably going to lose power. I see, well, first off, everyone wants to hit longer drives, yet I keep seeing people make a ton of mistakes that is not even going to give them a chance to hit the ball as long as they possibly could.
You bet.
So I'll just kind of go over
through
3 things that I'm seeing all the time.
First thing, what's the first one?
First one, you got to do a wider stance. Okay, I heard this tour player saying, when he hits it longer, you're going to do a real wide stance. Okay, that may be fine for a tour player because they already know how to shift their weight. But if you start getting a real wide stance, it's going to be very difficult for you to get your weight off of this back foot. Now you're just going to be hanging back, kind of just whacking away at it.
I see that. I see a lot of amateurs in that position, Paul.
They never get off the back foot. So although that might feel really good and like you're ready to go, you can potentially hamper the weight shift in your swing. So we want to be coiling and loading over here and then unloading into the through swing. So if you coil up and everything, get back here and then just hit it off your back foot, you're going to hit it nowhere.
So if they're on their back foot, one thing could be their stance is too wide.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have a general recommendation, like how wide the stance should be?
It's a feeling of shoulder width.
Okay.
So what I teach my students, just for like a mid-iron, let's say, the outside of your shoulders would match the outside of your feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's in around, 7-iron, even up into fairway woods.
Okay.
For driver, I like people to go 1 ball wider. So all you have to do right here, if you had 2 lines or just hang your hands down, you're touching the outside of your feet. Just take your back foot and widen it 1 ball width.
Perfect.
That'd be driver. Now from there, I can easily get off of the back foot using my full weight shift.
Perfect.
There's no risk of me hanging back.
Yeah.
So that's just one quick thing that I see a lot of people.
What would be a second one? What would be something else that a lot of people are probably doing right now with their driver that they could fix tomorrow?
Okay, well, a lot of people do a very long backswing.
Okay.
And that's because in their mind, they're equating the length of the backswing with the length of the shot. Oh, if I take it back longer, I'm going to hit a longer shot. Why that happens is because when you take the golf club back really long, you put yourself in a position where you can really pull the arms down. Yeah. So in your mind, that gives you a sensation of having a lot of power. Problem is, when you go too long, your arms are going to pull the club down, which is going to tighten your wrists, and now you're going to lock them up as you hit. Even though it feels good, you will lose power doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I know long drivers do that, but they're also using their body, and they're just trying to get 1 ball in the grid at like 400 yards.
That's right.
Okay, the average person is going to go back too far, probably cause them to reverse pivot as well. So now they're over here. Now the arms start instead of the body, but more importantly, it locks that wrist hinge. With a tight hinge, you're going to hit it nowhere.
Yeah, and you see a lot of guys and gals on the best tours in the world who hit the ball a long ways, who have short backs. John Rahm would be, I was just thinking the same thing. I mean, he's got, so that's 2. Now, we're doing something. I'm catching Paul off guard here. I only told him I was going to ask him too, but if you're still watching, darn it, we appreciate that. Be sure to leave a comment. Paul's got great stuff. You should be checking out his stuff, all right? Or maybe you got a tip or a suggestion also that you agree or disagree with what we're saying. Be sure to leave those in the comments there. But all right, Paul, I'm going to put you on the spot. I only told you I wanted two, but you got to give me one more. What other one you got?
Okay, it's the chicken wing. Okay, like the great majority of people do a chicken wing, as we know. Okay, so what's the problem with the chicken wing? Well, you've started with your arms, let's say, extended when you set up to the ball.
Okay.
Now you're going to hit the ball with your lead arm bent. So what you're doing is you're narrowing the arc. Okay, so you predetermined at the beginning, when you stretch your arms out, this is your widest arc, because you can't stretch your arms out any more than they're stretched out.
Yeah.
But now you've hit it with an arc that's narrower than your widest arc. So right away you're going to lose power. Okay, now as you do the chicken wing, what happens is the grip falls behind the head. So now your golf club starts adding too much loft. Okay, so now you're going to hit it way too high. Like, you need to have it on the right angle. But if you're adding way too much loft, it's going to go way too high and then come down like this instead of that nice arc where it gets the roll out. So you can hit the ball obviously too high. Now, if you do the chicken wing like this, you're going to also lock up the wrists. You're going to have the face open. You're going to probably send it over the top. So there's multiple things that it does. But again, the problem is when people are hitting hard with their arms, that feels good.
Yeah,
okay,
it feels powerful.
So to get rid of that, you have to get used to a totally different feeling. So I call it, a letting go experience. So if I'm hitting a shot like this and it's all locked up, club is close to me, this feels good, it's here, I'm in total control. Now if you went like this and you let your arms stretch out, that would feel out of control. You wouldn't like that. It would feel almost like you're going to throw your golf club. You'd be almost startled with how, the weight of the club is stretching your arms out. So that would take you time to even get used to that feeling. So that's the problem, though. I get people to do it a few times and then they go right back to the chicken wing again because that feels in control.
You bet.
It's like, no, you've got to let it stretch out and get used to that. If that takes you a bucket or two, then keep doing it.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
You watch pros on TV, they're not doing a big chicken wing. They're getting that nice extension.
And they're practicing. You got to practice. Get a couple buckets of balls.
You could just do that, though, around the house.
That's a good point.
Even at the range.
That's a good
just
point.
Sit there and go like this and just feel like you're going to keep stretching this out. Feel it away from you, not close to you.
You bet.
Then you'll get used to the feeling. Then you can apply it to your shots.
Well, that's fantastic. I tell you what, Paul's got great information. Those are 3 great tips. We put them on the spot right there. We made him come up with another one, but I love the making sure your stance width, talking about you don't have to swing long to hit the golf ball far.
Exactly.
The whole deal about the chicken wing and letting go and letting the arms extend, fantastic stuff. So hey, people probably, maybe they've seen your stuff, they haven't. Where would you send them? Where could they find out more great tips from Paul?
Right, well, they can go to bodyswing.com or ignitiongolf.com. That's my golf tips website. And then, of course, my YouTube channel. I'm the guy in the red shirt, always wear a red shirt, so I'm pretty easy to find. And, I've got tons of free stuff and, that'll definitely help people out.
All kinds of good stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, hey, thanks for sticking around. Be sure to leave a comment. Be sure to subscribe. We love hearing from you, whether you agree or disagree. Paul, we don't mind that. We love the back and forth. Maybe you can teach us something. Maybe you can help us learn a little bit. So these tips right here are going to definitely help you hit the golf ball better. We appreciate you sticking around. And be sure to check back because we got great information coming out on a regular basis.